EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. Set for what should be a tussle here in England. The Ravens and Titans underway from London. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now the rookie third rounder from Tulane, it's Tajay Spears. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now an audible here into something else.
60 Eagles.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. So no gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Here's Spears on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He gets it to Burks again. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Five yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Bolton Warner first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Hand off to Spears.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that out.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Willis out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Now Willis. Oh, that's into a double team, and he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it.
Touchdown! Chris Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 41 yards. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
3rd and 2, Willis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, you know when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He completes it to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
3rd and goal. Jackson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Hurt. 60 Mavericks.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. He'll complete this one. Lukaku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And quickly they get to the line.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Willis looks to pass it here.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And it's caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Bucs needed time to step into the void left by A.J. Brown's trade, and injury didn't help his cause. A little bit over 400 yards, 1 touchdown in 11 games. The Titans planning for him to ascend to the top role this season.
Now Willis to throw.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Fork's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Willis.
At the 10-yard line.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
45-yard line.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Hey, report. Report.
Again, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
We changed it. Hey. Middle.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Rig!
Willis on the option to the right. On the option, here's Spears. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front.
Touchdown, Titans! Josh Whyle, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And Jackson throwing once more.
And that one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Lamar changing the look. Dobbins not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
One last shot for Jackson.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are